Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Portland in control of the football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. So they will go for it. Stafford. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ezekiel Elliott, 14 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... And got his man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Hey, 22. Hey. Tag 55.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this.
Hey, tag 50 left. Go here. Hey, 51 is down. 51 is down.
Throwing on third and long. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Ray Lewis in there to get him again. And that's his 6th sack of the ball game. One off the NFL record of 7.
Go here. Hey, tag 50 left. Go here. We're good. Tag 53. Here we go.
On fourth down, Stafford looking down, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, here's Breeze. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. On first down, Breeze. He's going to loft one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Hey, tag 50 left.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
This is Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. This will be taken short. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. They come out here in the I. Here's Elliott. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will extend this big lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
Let's see what they have up their sleeve. On 1st and 10, Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
11.
Stafford looks to throw again. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, go here!
To throw again, Stafford. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd.